Hey, Mrparka here to review Blood Widow. This is from Midnight Releasing, and you know what? Gore had just posted an article I saw about this, and I got it to review. And it said something, the problem with the modern slasher. And I started watching this movie, and I seen a lot of that kind of stuff in there. There's a lot of tropes and cheap cliches and stuff like that. Immediately they get out, and they're at this house, and they're like teenagers, kind of, out there. And immediately the kid's like, one of the girls is like, I can't get my cell phone reception. And you're like, really? This is going to be like this? But, slasher movies have always been guilty of that, and they really haven't evolved very much. So saying that, at first it's filled with cliches and tropes, and the characters are kind of unlikable, sometimes just like really, really lame, annoying people. They come to this house and they want to fix it up, and it kind of cracked me up because they're like, oh, this is a nice fixer-upper house. I'm like, this house looks awesome. What are you talking about? I must be like dirt poor or something like that. But it's just probably the location that, and they wanted to have that was in the script, and that's the location they used. Essentially, there's a house next door that has a really dark, creepy history. The kids go in there, they're buying houses, but they act like they're 13 years old, and they start smashing stuff, which is kind of stupid. I don't know who does that kind of crap at that age, but these people are obviously unlikable, just kind of stupid, ignorant, immature people, and they pay for it dearly because this woman or lady is in the basement. She has a history of, being picked on mental defects and things like that. The killer looks really great. I was really enthused with how the killer looked and how she, killed her victims and things like that. And essentially, that's when the movie actually's bread and butter is the kills, which most slasher movies are. Like I said, the characters not very likable. Not much going on for them. It really struck me as strange is that these probably like late 20s, early 30-year-olds who can afford a house, want a house just to throw like a big rave party in. I don't know. It seemed odd to me. Maybe it's just because my lifestyle is so boring and compared to everyone else's. But I do want to say some positive things about this movie because in the long run I give it a pass. A lot of people would say, it's just generic and stuff like that. Yeah, it is kind of in a lot of ways, but it's got a unique killer, and that's what most people look for in a slasher movie is a unique killer with good kills, and it has those. Again, it does fall into that category because the characters, and you don't really have much else to go on except the killers and some of the things. There is a couple scenes that are kind of suspenseful, which I would give it to, but like I said, most of the effects are practical in here, and they look pretty good. There's hand hackings, stuff like that, nasty lag breaks and gross stuff, head choppings. I enjoy the kills. They're not anything spectacularly different or amazing, but they're effective enough and they're gory enough and they're practical enough that I think people will enjoy them. And the killer is a little bit different than your average killer. I mean, I like to enjoy the killer, I enjoy the kills, and I enjoy a couple suspenseful scenes here and there. So this puts this a little above average, and especially nowadays when most of the slashers are these homages or parodies, which sometimes they're really effective and really great and really fun. Other times they're just really a drag. They're boring, or you've seen it a million times before. You've seen this before, but sometimes it seems like people can't get enough of slasher movies. And if you can't get enough slasher movies, then check this one out. You probably won't be too disappointed. The second half, I would say, is a lot of fun with the kills and everything like that. But, I mean, you're never going to get into the heyday of stuff like The Burning and My Bloody Valentine just because those movies, were a piece of their time, and that time is now gone and everything like that. And, it's all been done before, it seems like. It's going to take a lot of originality to bring life to a slasher movie nowadays. But that is Blood Widow, and it has audio commentary, blooper, deleted scenes, and I'd say if you like slasher movies, give this one a spin. There's a lot worse stuff out there, and this movie at least uses practical effects. It tries to please the audience, and I think at points it does please the audience. And I would say go ahead and check it out. I kind of like it. But I'm Mrparka. Thank you very much for watching.